All right.
We're on.
We're on. On a completely different day.
Yeah. I'll have some of those crackers.
Yeah.
We're a bit hungry, and so we're going to eat a few crackers. If it's noisy, we'll just edit it out.
We're trying to eat with your mouth closed. Yeah, you gotta close your mouth.
These are yummy.
Oh, they're delicious. Oh, Peckish. The good people at Peckish have supplied these rice crackers for the podcast. And shout out to Monster Energy Drink.
Yeah.
You send them, we'll drink them.
Keep sending them. Keep sending the checks, Monster.
Ah, yeah. So, as we quietly drink and eat these delicious rice crackers,
I feel like it's going to be very loud and like when I was chewing.
I'm so hungry. It'd be like one of those SMR. What are they called? SMMRs. Yeah, I can't. The acronym where they go into the mic and get really close.
Yeah. There's some people who have TikTok videos. That's all they do. They chew into the mic, and they get heaps of views.
Maybe that got us an extra 500,000 views. That maybe this podcast could be about two middle-aged men eating rice crackers into the microphone. Would that be something that people would like to subscribe to?
Would like to shout out to our 700,000 subscribers and just ask, in the comments, just say, would you like us to eat more crackers?
I would like to eat more crackers, that's for sure.
I think we both would like to eat more crackers, and we don't have to stop at crackers. We could eat chicken, cheese.
We had a friend once that used to eat food on requests of people on a video.
Yeah, he ate a lot of chicken McNuggets.
How many in one sitting did he eat?
I think 100. Maybe it was 500.
No, 100. You can eat 100 nuggets.
He ate a lot of nuggets.
Actually, maybe I could eat 100 nuggets.
You can eat 20.
I can eat 24 quite easily.
I've seen you. And you have a cheeseburger as well.
Calm down. What are you trying to say here?
Just saying you like a good nugget.
Just like, go eat it. Chicken. Yeah.
If you want someone to eat your nuggets, Jay Wong's your man.
Hello. You like the nuggets? Rice cracker is a really racially charged name for a snack, Like, my Asian friends used to call me Rice because I was white as rice.
Yeah.
But I originated from an Asian country and culture. Rice cracker is like a double whammy for me.
You're a cracker and you're a rice.
A rice cracker.
It's delicious.
It is. It's very delicious. But, I mean, I can say rice cracker, but you can't say rice cracker. You can say rice cracker, but you can't say rice cracker. That's a Mike Birbiglia joke, isn't it?
Birbiglia.
The man. Hey, so, talking about racial slurs, you know where the racial slur cracker comes from?
No.
You don't know?
I don't think so.
Apparently, it's got to do with cracking the whip.
Oh, really?
Because of slavers. Like, we were, your people...
Cracker.
Yeah, your white people heritage were slavers.
Shout out to my ancestors.
Yeah. I actually thought that it was like... What do you think it was from? Like, cracker?
I just thought because crackers are white.
Oh, I thought it was talking about crack cocaine being white. Like,
I thought it was actually crackers.
These crackers?
Like a plain cracker.
You're talking about plain cracker?
That's what I thought. Plain cracker.
Oh no, don't call me a plain cracker. You got me there, didn't you? That's offensive.
You got me. We've taken our lumps. I love how Scott Morrison got in trouble a few years ago because he said Australia didn't have slavery. He was real proud too. He came out real confident. All the media was there. He's like, good news, everyone. Australia didn't have slavery. It was great.
Just genocide.
And it's like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure... Didn't we build this country on convicts? I'm pretty... What were they going up going...
No, they weren't slaves. Convicts are legit.
I'm pretty sure they were like no one was going to him, hey, like the convicts, they weren't going, hey, good news, convicts, you're not slaves.
Oh, great.
And he's like, well,
good.
Do I get paid? It's like, no. So, well, can I leave? No, if you leave, I'll whip you. It's like, whoa.
Hence the cracker.
Yeah. And then it's like, well, where do I sleep? Just over there with the prison guard. Gee, it sounds a lot like I'm a slave. Shut up, convict, or I'll whip you again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It sounds a lot like it sounds like a loophole.
It is a loophole though, because
say
they were arrested. They were arrested in England for crimes against the crown, and then sent over to Australia.
Sounds fair. I need some bread. Off you go to Australia. Oh man!
All the bread you can eat.
Plus, half of them died on the boats on the way over here. And let's not even forget, we haven't gotten started on the poor Aboriginal fellows.
No, they got wasted. But like, they would have loved it. All the bread you can eat, plus 12 hours hard labour every day. But you're not a slave. You're not a slave.
Not a slave. No such thing as slavery in Australia. You're a convict. You know?
How's ScoMo going around with his name, ScoMo? Isn't that a little bit...
It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. That's pretty...
And he's real proud of that too. He's like, my name is ScoMo. The people have spoken. Pretty sure it was a derogatory phrase. Anyway, he owned it.
So, if the previous Prime Minister was ScoMo, what's the current Prime Minister under that same equation?
Albo.
No, it's not. Morrison, M-O, Scott. So you got first three of your first name.
I thought it was just Mo with SCO at the front of it.
No, Morrison is the Mo part. Scott, SCO,
and
Morrison. Now take...
Anthony, Albo. Albo.
No, it's not. It's... Take the first three letters from his first name. And then the first two letters of his next name.
Alb.
No, two. All. A-L.
Oh, yeah.
So it's anal.
Oh, yeah. Anal. That's a rough one, isn't it?
ScoMo and anal.
If he's like ScoMo, he'll own it. And he'll just brand his next campaign.
It's like, I'm the anal. Ain't no. Ain't towel. Yeah. Anyway, that took a while to get out of here, so... It's really hard to get anal out of Richie.
I was not very good at maths.
So how good are these crackers? Peckish.
Yeah, I've eaten way too many, and I know it's going to be loud.
Well, no, hang on. No palm oil. Like, I hope there's no palm oil in what I'm eating. I don't even care about palm oil, but there's none in here. Gluten-free. There's that gluten-free again. Everyone gluten-free. And no MSG. No MSG? Oh, that's why crap. MSG is the Asian sprinkles on top, man.
I love a good MSG.
Hiya! Where that MSG? Where that?
If my wife serves me dinner without MSG, I just throw it out.
Get out.
Yeah.
Just get out.
I said, what's the matter with you?
How could a loving wife serve such filth to her husband, is what you should say. That's disgusting. But anyway, apparently there's no gluten in this, which is very healthy.
What is gluten?
What is gluten? How about leave a comment in the comment section. What is it called? Leave a comment on what is gluten. Pretty sure it's...
Or send us a mail. You can write a letter.
Give out your address to our 700,000 viewers.
Write a letter to the government and just put my name. They'll know where to put it. No way.
In the bin. They'll put it in the bin. That's where they'll put it. Like, what? Who's this Richie guy?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Who said that?
I think it was my great-grandfather.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, he used to shoot a lot of ducks.
Who do you think really said it?
Michael Jordan.
That's a common misconception. It was actually the GOAT in a different sport.
Alan Langer.
No. Would you say he's the GOAT? I mean, shout out Alfie.
No, he's
I
one
love
of
him.
my
He's a
favourites.
legend. But is he the GOAT, though?
I put him in my team.
Yeah, in your team, but is he the GOAT? You can't really say he's the GOAT. But he's the GOAT of ice hockey. Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Fact check that, science podcast.
That's why whenever I play basketball, I just chuck it straight for the hoop.
Is that why we always
Downtown.
lost? Is that why we always lost? Shout out to Maroochydore Suns.
Yeah.
What was that called? Maroochydore Suns?
As soon as you get it, you just go for it.
They called him the chucker.
Yeah. If you're in the half, you just take your shot because you'll miss
Yeah.
100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah, it'd be like, hey, pass me the ball, right on the ring. Quick, pass me the ball, Rich.
Nah.
You're like, nah.
Nah.
I'm chucking it from the halfway point
Just go for it.
because there's more of a chance.
Yeah.
100% of the shots I don't take, I will miss
I landed, I think, 1 or 2.
in the 10-year period that we played.
The important thing is that I landed something.
How hot is this fireplace?
Yeah, it's warming up.
2 guys and a fake fire.
2 guys and a fake fire.
Do you know, such a creative and awesome name. How good is
when
it?
we lost hypothetically speaking, like,
Yeah.
what will we do? What name will we come up with?
This is such a literal name,
Yeah.
but no one else has it, which is great. So, 2 guys and a fake fire.
Yep.
Sponsored by Monster Energy Drink and
Shout out to Monster.
and the good guys at Peckish Fancies. If you fancy a Peckish time, have some Peckish Fancies.
Well, got another hypothetical scenario.
Which is not what this podcast is called.
Nah, we'd never call it something that many people have called it podcast before.
Thanks for pointing that out, David. Derwit.
Although I'm pretty sure that if we looked hard enough, you'd probably find a podcast that says 2 guys and a fake
No, I
fire.
looked. I did 5 minutes of Google searching
We're the only ones in the world.
to have such a crap name. Yes, yes, I believe it is.
Well, there you go. You've heard it here. That's groundbreaking.
Yeah, 2 guys and a fake fire.
The only people in the world, you want to watch a show called 2 Guys and a Fake Fire, this is the only place you'll get it.
So you're spoilt for. Well, you're not spoilt for choice.
Yeah,
This is
completely
the
original.
This is the only one. So
The whole world. Billions of people. Well, the ones who came up with it.
Yep. Great content. We recycle our jokes and we talk a lot of nonsense.
Yeah.
And we eat loudly and drink loudly into the microphone. So the production quality of this is quite high. I've got a note though. Since Paul Mamone said like we sound like we're inside a toilet, we've elevated the mic out of where it was before on the ground, which was probably a mistake in itself. And we've put it up on this table here, and I dare say that we've increased the production quality of this awesome podcast, 2 Guys and a Fake Fire. So yeah,
Oh, the quality's gone through the roof.
you're probably watching it right now, going, "Are these guys professional?
Yeah.
They should have double the subscribers and viewers."
Like,
that
I
they
wonder
have
how
right
many people they have employed, like filming them and...
now. Yeah, we've got the guy behind the camera.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
What's his name?
It's me. So I have to get up to do it though. So
In the credits, it'd say J Wong number 2.
no, do I have to be called number 2? That's a turd.
Maybe we could put next to it, not a poo.
J Wong number 2, not a poo. Do we even have credits? Roll the credits right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe we have and we just haven't put them up.
Yeah. There you go. We'll edit that part out if we don't actually have credits rolling there.
Yeah.
That's good.
But hypothetically speaking,
Yeah.
got one for you. So
Let her rip.
we like UFC, right? We like watching the UFC fights.
Love it.
Every so often we get together and we watch biggest fights in the world, and we have a little betting thing and everything. We're quite into the UFC fights. Yeah.
Who won last betting UFC match? Who was it? Who was that?
Oh yeah, it was you.
Oh no, it wasn't me.
Although I was a close second.
Yeah, you were.
Although no prizes for second, unfortunately, which I feel is a little unfair, if I'm being honest.
You got a participation medal, didn't you?
No, I don't think I did.
Do you even want
I
one
think
there?
everyone said goodbye when I left.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about participation medals?
I suppose they're not really worth much. Although it is good to say if you get something for it, like a drink or some money.
But what if it's just a ribbon?
Uh,
Yeah, like when your kid comes home with one of them, you're like, just give me that, chuck it in the fake fire.
yeah.
This is you don't get.
I
You
say,
don't get
what is
rewarded
it?
for
I say,
participating.
what's this? You're bringing me home a ribbon? What kind of a man are you?
It'd be good if it was tied in a nice little bow. Oh, but I love my ribbon, Father.
Well, it's interesting you say that because this is the scenario. So there's a world where you've got to make a choice. Okay. Now, one scenario is your son. I'm talking about a hypothetical son, just to remove a bit of.
So not my son.
No, let's remove a little bit from our actual son. But this is a scenario where you have a son. Maybe it's one you haven't had yet.
Do I have Deanna or do I have some
You're still
smoking
married.
hot babe? Can I have a smoking hot babe? Or...
Shout out to Deanna.
Hey Deanna, I love you, honey. But in this hypothetical situation, can she be a smoking hot babe?
Yeah, she can be whatever you want. So exactly the same.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But maybe
so anyway.
but maybe a blonde.
And let's just say that one scenario is you got to choose.
Yep.
You have a son and he's very effeminate. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He plays the flute.
Nothing wrong with the flute.
Nothing wrong with the flute. He just likes it.
Is it a jazz flute? Like.
Yes, but he's terrible at it.
Oh, what? Then why does he even try and do
He
it?
tries his hardest.
Well, at least he's trying.
He does. He tries his hardest, but he's just terrible. In fact, people complain quite a lot.
Yeah, but he's practicing. to be
He's
better.
practicing a lot.
Oh,
and
I'm
that's,
all for it.
but that's the problem. He's always practicing, and everyone's always going, "Oh, your boy's playing the flute again."
Yeah, you'll get better. Right.
He spends a lot of time dancing on his own.
Okay, so we've got to work on that one. Like,
Yeah.
what does he do?
He likes
like
dancing.
a cool hip hop dance. Like
He
shibba-ba-ba-ba.
It's more like interpretive dance. You know
Okay.
what I mean? And he likes to. He's a criminal. He's got a criminal record.
Why has he got a criminal record for dancing?
No, part of one of the things he likes to do is he flashes people. He flashes his bum hole.
Just like his old man. That's not true, by the way. Okay, so the flashing of the bum hole is an interesting thing. Like, how this hypothetical situation is not really going well for me. I do have a smoking hot blonde wife, but
Yeah, you're
that bum
You're a
hole
little
thing,
disappointed,
That's
you
a
know?
deal breaker. That bum hole thing. I tell you what, criminal record.
so whenever you see him, he's always playing the flute badly. You know, he does interpretive dance. He'll just break.
Wait, is he playing the flute with his bum hole or something?
Well, you're suspicious of it, but you haven't seen it.
I'm like, hey son, give us the flute. I just. What's that taste? That's definitely not peckish favourites or fancies.
Yeah, you're unhappy. You know what I mean? And whenever you see, you try to get him to watch a movie with you, and he's always like, I don't want to. I just want to. I want to do my interpretive dance, and he's doing that, and then he flashes his bum hole at someone. Like, you know,
At me,
yeah, anyone. Like, he just
Mate,
gets into a mood.
I would just
you know what I mean?
flute right up the date hole if he did that to me. I'm like, you know, me and your father. I know I'm old fashioned. I don't know what you guys think out there in the podcast world, but I'm old fashioned. Then there will be no mooning of your father.
And you know, it's embarrassing because you'll be at dinner. You know what I mean? And you'll be sitting down in a nice restaurant with your family. You think, I'll get my family, I'll get my wife and my kids. And you'll sit down.
I have other kids in this. And that.
Yeah, you got your family, you know what I mean? Let's just say you've got your full family there, whatever you've got in your mind. And, you know, you sit down for a nice meal. You've spent the money. You know, you spent a few $100s on a very nice meal.
Wow, I've really gone up in the world in this hypothetical situation if I'm dropping a couple of hundred
you got
on a fancy dinner.
But, you know, you want to have a nice evening and he'll just pull his pants down and flash his bum hole at someone.
Is it like a
room.
nervous tick or something?
It could be, but then sometimes he'll just do interpretive dance and then play the flute.
Solution.
What?
I get a belt that he can't untie, like a chastity belt for bumhole flashing. Problem solved. Go to a fancy dinner.
But he's very determined. He gets a knife and he cuts off the belt.
Oh, so he applies his bumhole flashing like he does practicing the flute?
He's very disciplined. He's very disciplined.
Okay, I don't like this very much.
So anyway, that's scenario one. The other scenario, though...
Oh, the second scenario.
There's two scenarios.
So I get to choose.
You get to choose a
from
scenario.
these realities. It's like the multiverse of bumhole flashing.
Yeah, you get to choose.
Okay.
The other scenario is your son is a very good fighter. The best. In fact, it's been documented that he's the greatest fighter that's ever walked the earth.
I love it.
He's you're going to UFC events, you get in front row, people are interviewing you, going, "How'd you raise such a warrior?"
Oh, because he takes after his father.
Yeah,
he doesn't bum flash at all.
No bum flashing. He doesn't. He's not into bum flashing at all. Doesn't like the flute. Doesn't like interpretive dance. He's just a committed fighter.
I didn't mind the flute stuff, because at least he's trying to do something, and the jazz flute is cool. Secondly, interpretive dancers, you can get a lucrative career out of interpretive dancing. So good on him. On the other reality of the other son, the bumhole flashing was the deal breaker.
Yeah,
you can't have that.
Yeah,
you can't have that.
Well, he doesn't do it in this in this reality.
Right.
He's not a big man, but he's an average sized man. He's fighting at welterweight, but he's so good. He wins the welterweight title, and he moves up to the middleweight title. Moves up to light heavyweight title, and then he challenges the heavyweight champion, and he beats the heavyweight, the only fighter in the history in any sport. All of them. He's the king. Everybody, he's just the greatest. And
so the GOAT.
The GOAT, and he's got an impeccable...
So he's like the Alfie Langer of UFC fighting.
Yeah, and he's got an impeccable, public... persona,
Because he doesn't flash his bumhole.
He doesn't flash his bumhole. That's a good. You need to choose not to flash your bumhole. You go a long way. You don't flash your bumhole.
It's like the publicist, when you hire a publicist, 101, the first thing they say to you is like, look, they'll sit you down and say, okay, when's the last time you flashed your bumhole? And they're like, oh, I haven't. It's like, okay, just don't do it.
Just don't do that anymore.
Or
don't have it. No, just keep not doing it.
Just keep not doing it. That's what a publicist will tell you.
Yeah, and that'd be good advice. So anyway, so you imagine you and Dana White like hanging out. Like, he wants your advice and stuff.
Me and Dana?
Yeah, you're just hanging out with Dana White and all the stars, all the fighters. You get to hang out with them. They all want to talk to you. They all want to hang out with you. And good news is your son's got 10 years of fighting ahead of him. Oh. He's just like in his prime. And no one can see him losing. Undefeated, 4-division champion, heavyweight champion. Just imagine the moves, flying kicks, everything, jiu-jitsu, everything. He's a genius.
Done.
The only downside is at night time, every once a month or so, he goes to grave sites.
Yep.
Usually just when he's on his own, and he'll visit the grave site like a lot of people do.
Just pay your respects and stuff like that.
Yeah, he'll pay his respects.
Nothing wrong with that.
And he'll bring a shovel.
Yeah, just to get close whilst paying respects.
Yeah, he likes to get very close, and he'll dig up some graves.
Yep.
And get the bodies out.
Bodies or just one?
Well, every month he does a different body.
So just one once a month.
He researches it. Usually ones that have recently been buried. He likes.
Okay. Yep.
And then he will mung on them.
Mung?
Yeah.
Are we talking about the definition of mung that's in the Urban Dictionary?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that? Like lips to orifice and then someone body slams?
He needs someone's help to do it. But somebody climbs on the grave.
Yep.
Jumps, does a body slam on the corpse.
Yep.
While his mouth is around their anus.
He gets a good munging on.
gets a good mung.
I'm gonna pen in this UFC fighter, mate, because at least the flashing the bumhole is like a public thing. You can keep this thing under wraps.
But he needs your help to do this.
Oh,
you have to go once a month And you have to probably be the body slammer because you don't want to be the other person.
No, definitely would not be participating in any munging.
Yeah, but he needs it. He's like Dexter. He's like Dexter.
Yeah.
But instead of murdering murderers, he just does a bit of necrophilia.
Well, technically not necrophilia. He's just munging.
He's munging, which is...
It's mungophilia.
It's pretty close.
Well, look, it's... We could employ someone to... Because we got that much money. If he's like...
You can't employ someone because you're at risk of it getting out.
Well,
he's come to you and he said, Dad, I know I'm the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
But I just want to mung.
Yeah, I'll be like, well, do you want to...
And he's like, I want to do it every night, but you coached him. You're like, look, this is how we're going to do it.
Wouldn't I coach him to eat some mung beans instead of something like that? Instead of munging on the anuses of dead corpses? Like,
the problem is he was very reckless. He got so no control. He's so addicted to the process.
So he's like he does it once a month. He's like...
He doesn't want to do it, but
he's like a werewolf of munging out.
You've narrowed it down that you can get away with him doing it once a month. It has to be a recent corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a few weeks. Maybe a week. And he just needs to do it.
Okay, I've got a solution. We take the winnings, like he would have millions of dollars by now.
Oh, he's the richest. Conor McGregor money.
I buy a science lab / funeral home.
Yeah.
And we get the fresh cadavers donated by science for the research of curing diseases, right? Under the guise of that.
Yeah.
We'll donate money.
Yeah.
We're going to look after everyone.
Yeah.
But for that, a few dead bodies have to take one for the team.
Yeah.
And I'll construct a munging machine where I don't have to personally get involved, but he can like use a clamping press system where he can like do it himself.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Yep. There's no thing because I've just removed myself from the scenario and I've purchased these great organisations that are going to cover it all up.
It's true.
And provide heaps of money for charity.
You've done that, but news has got out of his munging desires. And
I did it so he didn't know. I just did it so he wouldn't.
Nah, they talked. You have got professional help.
Oh, did my wife find out?
Yeah, she found everyone. She just told. You know, and as soon as you get other people's help, you know what I mean? It just spreads and you.
I didn't get anyone's help. I didn't say that.
He's got some money, but he's no longer. You know, he's shamed. He's gone from being the greatest. You get to keep the money, but he's no longer the great. He's just like
he is the greatest. He's no longer 4-time division.
He was.
Yeah,
now he's
no one else is going to be able to do
that. Now, when you look up his Wikipedia, first thing it says is munging.
Does it mention me at all?
It says son to Jason Wong.
No, but did he say like father helps?
Yeah, it explains what you did in the early days, but you also helped him build a machine.
Yeah, that comes straight back to me, doesn't it?
You're going to get some of it on your own. I mean,
are we talking about the mung or are we talking about the bad publicity?
Probably a bit of both.
But I get all the money.
But if you keep it a secret and you just help him, no one knows. And he's the greatest for the next...
Well, so all I need to do is get my hands...
You just got to body slam these corpses and let him, like, get that mung into him. It's just a body slam.
And I just have to pick one of the two scenarios. Is there a third option? Can I?
No, you can go back to bumhole flasher.
So just that or bumhole flasher.
Yeah, but this is pretty good. You got the greatest of all time. You've got to take. I mean, everyone's got a sacrifice here. You know, Muhammad Ali said you don't count the sit-ups until it hurts. And that's what this is. It's just you just got to count. You just got to wait. You got to get some pain.
And I miss 100% of the shots I don't take with the bumhole flasher. So
yeah, you go. All it is once a month. You go to a grave. You maybe help him dig it up.
Well, hang on. Am I going to get caught at all doing this?
No,
that's illegal to do that.
No, you plan it out. No one knows. You go to different places, and you got a lot of resources, so you can use your money to be like sneaky.
Okay, so I'm never going to get caught. All I need to do is
you got to body slam a few corpses. I mean, they're already dead. It's not like you're hurting anyone. And he gets a bit of mung in the face.
And that fixes him for his werewolf mungisms for a month.
Yeah, he just gets it and just once a month. So 12 times a year, You pick it. Greatest of all time. Hanging out with all the best.
Will he get over the munging? Because I'm going to get old and I won't be able to do it eventually.
I think when he's like in his 50s, he starts to get a bit more
So
control.
I'll be 80.
Let's
I'm going to
say,
be body slamming up until I'm 80?
let's just say every year, you from when he's 35, you knock off 1 month a year of having to do it.
Or if I just quickly do my mathematics, that's only 12 more years.
Yeah, so he'll be, what, 50, what's that, 48, 49?
48. Yeah, I can do that.
So, and you'd be maybe getting up to about 70-ish.
Whoa.
And then you can relax.
I'm struggling to move the couch in here for these podcasts, let alone drag a dead weight body around the place.
Well, you'd have to be there. Maybe you could start throwing big rocks on them or something.
Yeah, that's why I thought the machine was a good idea.
Nah, it's too hard. You have to be there.
So I've got this massive log or / boulder
You
that
just
I
do a
carry
body
around.
slam.
I just okay. Look, I'm happy to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the bumhole flasher is like constant.
I mean, that's sick, the bumhole flasher.
That's disgusting.
Who
Like
wants to be around one of those?
And if he's like,
And he's interpretive dancer, what's that going to get you?
I'm okay with the dancing and the jazz flute and the bad jazz flute.
He's a terrible jazz flute player, though.
But he's
and
trying.
he can't dance.
You can't knock someone for trying. But if I'm putting a chastity belt on him and he's managing to escape that just to flash his bumhole, that's some real issues right there. What's he doing, gnawing through it with his teeth? Like, just got to get it started, you know? Like, rip it off, then rip out the butthole.
Yeah, you can't
They
stop
can't
it.
be doing that. And then it'd be constantly like, I'd be at the fancy dinner and I'd be like, oh, it stinks, man. I'm trying to eat here.
Yeah.
And like, it's just... But the other one, no one finds out, and I've just got to body slam a few dead bodies, donate some money to researching, so there's less dead bodies in the world.
And you know what?
It equalises it.
You know, we're in a progressive world, and who knows, in 10 years, people might realise that necrophilia is
It could be
just part of life.
It's not necrophilia if he doesn't participate in sexual activity. Unless he's getting off on it. But, you know, there could be... You might find, like, it's where he gets all his protein from. That's why he's such a good fighter. And then everyone would be doing it.
Yeah, it could be the secret juice.
The juice.
The secret mung juice.
Who you reckon has the secret juice out there?
There's been a lot of people accused of having secret mung juice.
Yep. Power.
So I'll put you down for the helping your son mung.
Yes. Sung Mung instead of Sun Bung.
Yeah, and no one's going to know. Except for you, of course, and your son.
I can live with that. I have millions of dollars and all the respect of the world. I'll be going around and be like, obviously, I would have something to do with his awesome fighting skills, and people would be gathering around and be like, yeah, you know, what you got to do is I'll write a book. You know, just like, tell us about the book. I'm like, yeah, first you got to punch someone in the face hard. And then they go down. So yeah, buy my book, and it would be an instant bestseller.
Yeah,
because of my son, 4 division champion, GOAT of UFC.
All the greatest fighters in the world would want to come to your gym.
Yeah, I'd have a gym too, and it'd be like, teach them that. Show us some moves. I can't. I hurt my back last night lifting heavy stuff. What were we lifting? Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah, let's not talk about
That's
that. And if
they're
a crap fighter, you could just think, if they're all crap, you'd be like, maybe there is something in that mung juice, and you'd be like, asking your fighters, like, have you ever tried munging? And just see, like,
the reaction.
See if they were cool with it. Maybe they'd want to try it.
What about you? Would you have a little taste if?
Well, this isn't about me, is it?
If the results were through the roof.
I don't want to take away from the scenario.
Okay, would you do the bumhole son or the munghole?
Again, I'd love to answer, but I just would be here for hours. I think discussing. Anyway, that's it. I think that's the end of the podcast.
Well, thanks to our sponsors, Peckish, Delights, and Monster Energy Drink for all the great support that you give us. And this has been another episode of Two Guys in a Fake Fire, aka hypothetically speaking, but not, because David, aka Asian name Daywit, said that there was too many other podcasts with that name.
Yeah.
So we're signing out.
Yeah. And just remember, if you're going to be great at something, it's okay to mung.
Should we put that on a t-shirt?
We could put it on. It's okay to mung
Okay to mung.
if you're talented.
Or goats mung.
Yeah, greatest of all time.
Yeah. Look out for our t-shirts. There's a link in the...
Yeah, that's the link.
in the link.
With our merchandise.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Alright.
Let me just get up again and turn this off.
Oh, fuck. All that lifting dead bodies once a month.